Okay, I have some things that I want to show you, and this one, come back. This one is really important because if you're using smartphone and all this kind of technology and everything, this is where we are headed, and there's actually no opting out. So I think it's a good idea for people to really know what's going on. So Hewlett-Packard is making this central nervous system of the earth, and they want to place sensors everywhere. They're like, throwing out all this smart dust, and will transmit data at the speed of light. I mean, if you walk on it, it gets on your shoes, and the whole world's going to go smart. And I don't understand it, because why are they dumbing down people, but then they want to make everything smart? So it's kind of a cognitive dissonance, but they have their plans. The best we can do is try to see where we fit into all this, and if we want to have a say in it or not. And if you want to join it or resist it, at least if you know something, then you'll be able to make a choice. So this is, here they explain ambient intelligence, Internet of Things, Web of Things, ubiquitous computing, profiling practices, context awareness, these kinds of things. The scientists and all the people involved in nanotechnology, engineering, bioengineering, biotechnology are on top of this, and I think the average person is just having fun with their friends. So it's a good idea to kind of educate yourself and find out what it's all about. Another thing is, let's see, I want to show you how I found that. Okay, I just looked it up here, so there's a lot of that. Now, IBM is also involved in this, other organizations, and I imagine that they have to be compatible somehow. So they're all, if they're going to make the entire planet have a central nervous system, they can't have two companies competing. They're going to have to be working together. So I don't know if you heard about this, but IBM built a memory chip, one chip at a time. I think it's 12 atoms, and look at this, invisible chips. So maybe they're in the air. Are the chips in the air? What do you think? I don't know, something to think about. Then I wanted to show you this, mesogen. Mesogen is a fundamental unit of liquid crystal, and there's a very interesting interview by this woman. Her name is Dr. Hildegard Staninger. Dr. Hildy, she calls herself. And she's done quite a lot of research and seems to know a lot about what mesogens are and how they help build brain chips, because they organize and some of the clouds now, they look like plasma, but this is just basic information that we should know, because we live in this world. And this has nothing to do with conspiracy theories. This is what Hewlett-Packard, IBM are doing, what they're planning. And some of these kinds of things like mesogens, I listened to her 2-hour show, but I'm still not sure if I understand everything about it. But you can find more of that on Wikipedia also. Then this is a must read. And I got this little tip to look into this from Marcia at Traders Beware. So today I spent quite a lot of time on it. And this is all about the timeline for becoming cyborgian and having an avatar and the future and integrating technology with the human body. So this website, you can read what the experts have to say. So for example, here's some experts. This is the guy who started it. He's young. He's probably a great representative for a movement like this. And you can see what people have to say. She says, there's nothing to be afraid of. The project of creating a carrier of an immortal brain is of extreme importance. Nature definitely creates talented, brilliant, genius people, but they are mortal. Mankind creates books and imparts knowledge to descendants, but imagine a genius working eternally. So, read what some of these people have to say. There is a race, and if Russia wants to do this, you know how the U.S. is about Russia. They're always competing. There's a drive to compete. So there is the possibility that these technologies are already inside of people, because if you know about, in fact, I'll just look it up right now, Dr. Jose Delgado. I'll just type it in and get it. Dr. Jose Delgado. He's the guy who did the experiments with the bull, put a chip in the bull's brain, and he was able to control the brain. I mean the bull. He could stop him. He would, like, the bull would charge someone, and then he could stop the bull just before he was gonna, gouge him. And it's possible that computer controllers could make people charge. And now you have to consider we have drones. Drones are almost like an avatar. So if you read this, if you read the Russian site 2045 and you see what their goals are, their goal is to step into various avatars over a timeline, and by 2045 completely upload the brain, live forever in some kind of substitute never dying body. So you might want to watch this, the bull story. Scientists have been working on all kinds of mind things. They've cut off the heads of monkeys and transplanted them and took out brains and made them live without the monkey's body at all, and really creepy stuff. And Jose Delgado thinks that we should have be psychosurgically controlled, something like that. Let's see. Looking for a quote. Okay, I don't have one handy. So, but this 2045, they're looking for people all over the world to join them and rebrain. Learn these, all the experts, even the Dalai Lama supports this. I don't get that. But you can watch a video, or you can watch, there's many pages here, some a little bit lost right now with it. But you can watch a movie that explains it. And, okay, just make this a little smaller. You can watch a movie that explains it, which is pretty good. But reading what the scientists have to say is really the best thing. And they want people to live forever, but I don't understand if they really want the people to live forever. Okay, where? Just have to look over. Okay, Avatar A. Here's the timeline. So we have Avatar A, anthropomorphic robot controlled through a brain-computer interface. And we don't have the date timeline on here, but I think this is like 2020. Avatar B, system for vital brain functions. Avatar C, rebrain. Avatar D, hologram-like avatar. Now it does sound a bit far-fetched, but if you look up brain emulation, they're already doing it. Brain emulation. They are in the process of learning how to upload a person's mind. And sorry I can't tell you now, but there are two guys. They are Satanists. I forgot their names, but one of them did a remote viewing, and he was visited by someone who said, "Just let us die, just let us die." And I wonder if this is what the Bible warns about when it says people will beg for death, but it won't come. So if this really becomes a possibility, the technology is there. Okay, you got to read this too. People who have time to read it, please read it. I don't have time. I have to go pretty soon. But the technology is there, and remote neural monitoring. Okay, just think about it like this. If there are satellites and there are invisible chips in the air, in the sky, and we're breathing them, and they are integrating with our bodies, then it's possible by computer to fool around with human beings. And then something else I just heard is that there are some people in the world who are rich enough to do whatever they want and to experiment and have fun and see what happens with they have the money to do it. Just like with all the nuclear technology. Okay, let's see this. Corporation vision. So there's lots of things to explore here. Okay, how about this? Okay, here is the... Okay, I'm running out of time, but here it is, and that's the page. You just go to 2045.com. God bless everyone, and just look at this. Here was a question. Does the Bible say that God will destroy those who are destroying the earth? Yeah, in Revelation 11:18. So, and also about the temple of God. We are the temple of God, and it's wrong to destroy that. Okay, so God bless all of you. Come to your own conclusions and have peace of mind and be happy. And thank you for watching this kind of mixed up video, okay? Bye for now.